Alright, good morning from Warden, Washington. Slept pretty well last night. Nice and quiet. So we're gonna get the tent packed up and then we're gonna get going pretty early today. It's like 6:30, so we're gonna try to beat the heat. Alright guys, we're just leaving Warden now. Thank you, Warden, for everything that you've provided for me. It's been actually pretty nice. So we're just gonna leave now, keep heading this way. And we have a couple objectives that I wanna do today. The first is mostly to stay on paved roads. We got a lot of miles that we wanna cover today. And there's a lot of roads that are just running parallel to the trail, which honestly seems to have pretty terrible grade anyways. And very low like daily traffic, I think. We're gonna stick with that. We're gonna maximize the amount of miles we want to do, and it's going to minimize the amount of wear and tear that's on my bike because it's not running at 100%. So we're just hoping to get to Spokane at this point, which I think we will. It's going to be mostly flat from here, so let's get going. Dogs over here. We got our first big climb of the day up here. About 600-700 feet over the next 9 miles. Not too bad, but I haven't been used to climbs the past couple days, especially at grades that aren't railroad. So we'll see how my legs are feeling. Okay, I think we've crested most of the hill. There's still a little bit of uphill there, but that's how far we climbed. Quite a bit. You can still see kind of like the mountains over there. I'm curious if at some point today we'll get a glimpse of the Rockies or not. Or at least just the foothills of it. Alright, down there's the town of Lind. About to descend on it. Over there's the Cascade Police Trail. You can kind of see wrapping around there. Dude, it's been way hillier than I thought. I honestly maybe should have done the Cascade Police on it. I don't know how bad the grade is, but I have 50mm tires because I've done 1,000 feet of gain in like the last less than 10 miles. So I'm gonna consider that moving forward. Just sitting down to eat some breakfast in Lind. This essentially is going to be the last real amount of civilization for like 50 miles before we go into the unknown. It was always like a little scary. So I just got what I could. It's just like Lunchables and some ramen maybe for lunch before we get to Sprague. Some headwinds coming in. Might slow me down a little bit. I think we'll make it there tonight. Alright, we're gonna give the trail a shot. Let's see how good it gets. Or how bad it gets. Okay, that trail was not good. I'm gonna get back on the paved road when I can. I really just wanted to detour so I can get under this underpass. We're crossing, I think it's Highway 395 right now, which takes you down to like the Tri-Cities area. Alright, that's enough of that trail. Let's get back on the road. So we're at Ralston right now. I'm gonna get some water here because I think at the Grange, just down there, there's like a spigot or something for me to be able to get some water, and then maybe just hang out for maybe like a 10-minute break or something, and then probably just keep heading north towards Ritzville. I think there's like a light sprain in my right knee, so I'm gonna have to watch that. My knees have just been giving me a lot of problems on this trip, but I think if I just take it easy on that knee, I should be okay. Just nothing too crazy. We'll be good. Alright, we're at the Grange right now. And it's really nice actually. It's just like this grassy area, a swing, picnic tables, areas for shade. There's even a bike repair station, but most importantly you have electricity and potable water right there, which is hard to come by. I really wanted to camp here on one of my plans going through this trail, but for the route that actually took place, the times didn't line up. It's just too far from Spokane really to do in one day, that I'd want to do in one day. And I always like my last day to be easy. So it's been a nice stop. I'm happy I got to be here in the first place, but if you're going through here, this would be a great place to camp off at. One of the screws came loose, or fell off, on my clip-in shoes. So I don't really know where it would have gone. I'm gonna go back to the Grange one more time, do a quick look. If I can't find it, then I have like the flat clip-ins, or the flats that I have on one side of my clip-ins, so I could just rock with those, but I don't know, it's just kind of annoying. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to find that clip-in screw. Maybe might be something you can find at a hardware store, but unless I'm still like 30 miles from a hardware store, so we're just gonna ride it like flats for the next 30 or so miles, maybe till the end of Spokane. It's not a deal breaker, but it is kind of annoying. So, oh well, we'll just let's get out of here. So, with us turning north here, we're gonna depart the Cascade to Palouse John Wayne Trail for the last time, and it's been a really good trail. I would say from east of Kittitas all the way to North Bend. It was really nice, really great gravel, super scenic. And then to Beverly wasn't too bad either. But like east of Beverly, the grade just gets a little bit too rough, where I think that a lot of times if you're not running super wide tires, or if you don't have suspension, you'd probably just prefer the road. Now, I don't have a lot of time. I was trying to do this in 5 days. I have to be back in Portland on Monday. But yeah, it's a really cool trail. I wish that, oh, I'm getting attacked by bees. I wish that, you know, radishes. I wish that there was like a little bit more investment in it. And then it could become like a real world-class trail that people from all around probably would like to ride. But I get it's probably not the top of the priorities in Washington. So it is what it is. And now we're gonna head towards Sprague. I think we're gonna go say bye to the hilly Minecraft world for now. We're just gonna go to a much more flatter land, which is what I'm used to when I'm going across I-90. So it's gonna be welcome. Just some nice flat land. And this, sorry for the US audio. Go USA! This gravel is really nice to ride on too. So not too much complaints, it's just a little hot. It's getting windy out here. Let's go! Go USA! 2-0. We're going all the way. We're going all the way this year. Well, we finally have conquered Klein Road. 10 or 11 miles of just straight, no turn, just as far as you could see, gravel road, and we finally come to the end of it. It wasn't too bad because I was listening to the first half of the game there, so I'm thankfully I kept my mind off of just how boring it was. But yeah, next step, just head on this road. In the last 3 hours, I'd say, I've had one car pass me. And that's crazy because 20 of the miles were on like this nice paved road that kind of looked like a 2-lane highway. It's so remote out here. And I like it. These bad gravel roads are really starting to wear down on me. It's so hot out here and there's no shade anywhere. It's just either your choice of washboard or extremely loose sand. I think we're almost at the end of it. We can turn on a paved road. The past couple miles have just been pretty bad. Thank God we're finally off that stupid road, man. I believe how much that took it out of me. I was in pretty good spirits before we hit that, but it's just something like that, which just, I don't know, just takes it out of you. It's okay, I'm gonna rest in like a couple miles up here, then we'll see what we'll do from there. Well Sant Road. I don't know if I can recommend it. Maybe like if you're 20 miles in, but if you're like 60 in, it just hurts. And if it's 90 degrees out, it's just hot. I mean, look at that. Okay. Just gonna go hang out at this public access for a little bit. Hopefully find some shade and then lay down, kind of like what I did at Potholes yesterday. It's been pretty rough, so So yeah, lay down for a second. Just trying to find a spot of shade, but this one gazebo in the whole place is just covered with bird feces everywhere because there's all of these nests up here. And now that I've came in here, I've scared them all. I don't know where I'm gonna get any shade because I really need some. So it's kind of tough right now. And some shade at the shadow of this kiosk. I'm gonna lay here for a second. Anyone who may be asking, Alex, you should just jump in the lake. Most of the lakes out here are not swimmable because of either massive algae blooms or irrigation runoff. I wish I could jump in it. Alright guys, I slept here for, I don't know, like 20 minutes or something. I feel quite a bit better being out of the sun. We're about 7 miles from the town of Sprague, whatever you want to call it. I'll try to head there. There's actually like a market and then restaurants there that I can stop off at. I feel look crazy. Yeah, so that's the goal. I think I can make it there. It's really, really hot out and there's just no shade, but I think I can push through this last couple bit. We're just hugging Lake Sprague for the time being, so yeah. One more push. You try to take these bike trips. Your goal is in like Spokane. I'm going to Spokane like the whole time. It's like increments. You're like, okay, I'm getting to this intersection, then I'm gonna go to this intersection. I'm gonna go to this town. For the time being in my head, I'm gonna go to the town. That's at the end of the lake, so I'm gonna try to get going. Alright y'all, we're entering Sprague. Big achievement. This is like the longest gap on the entire trip where we didn't really have any significant services. The last real store was back in Lind, which was like 50 miles ago. And moving forward, it's going to be a lot more populated from here. So honestly, I feel like it's kind of a symbol that a lot of the hard part is thankfully over now. I'm hungry. I've only had those 2 small Lunchables really today and then some snacks. So there's a drive-in in town that I think I'm gonna stop by. So I'm at this park in Sprague. Just gonna chill out here for a little bit. I so much appreciate shaded parks when I'm on bike tours and stuff. They're just the best, especially if a little town has one with big trees like this, so Sprague gets a lot of brownie points for that. Yeah, just gonna chill here till it gets a little bit cooler. I mean, this part of the country, like the hottest time of the day is normally like 5 o'clock, which is right now. And considering it doesn't get dark out till like 9:30, I'm just gonna wait like an hour or two for it to cool off. Then we're gonna head, I think like 7 miles north, and we're gonna go do some dispersed camping by this lake where maybe we'll be able to do some swimming. Alright, Sprague, thank you very much. It's cooled down a couple degrees now, so we're gonna hit these last 5 to 10 miles and then we'll be good. Now, as we're leaving Sprague, there's an interesting feature that you can see in the landscape. You can see these trees starting to pop up. I think they're ponderosa pine trees. You'll see as we go further and further closer to Spokane, these trees are going to slowly become denser and denser until essentially we get into the foothills of the Rockies again. So it's pretty exciting to see. like some of these trees here, these are just the first couple of ones that I've seen just naturally growing. So it's exciting. It's another sign that we're getting close to the end here. Look, you can start to see some trees in the distance. They're welcoming me back into the forest that I'm used to. Feels nice, man. Feels nice. Okay, I think this not very distinct dirt road is gonna lead me down to where I want to camp tonight. Now, I've been fooled before by these type of dirt roads, but I keep on falling for it. I'm gonna fall for it again. Let's go. Alright guys, we've made it to the trailhead here. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Yeah, it says no camping at the trailhead and day use only, but we're not camping at the trailhead. We're gonna camp at the lake, and we're not gonna be using the lot. So it's BLM land, which means there's like a lot less restrictions on it. So just gonna ride into this trailhead. Hopefully it's not too difficult to get in, because we know how much I love hike and bike. And then we'll figure it out. I see some cows out here already. Maybe it's an open range or something. All right, let's give this a try. So we got some cows over there. They're not like the bull from yesterday. Those are cows, and I'm not that afraid of them. It probably wasn't even a bull. Just watch. All right, let's get into this trail and see what we can do. Oh, this is actually really beautiful and really nice. Got flowers everywhere. The trail isn't too bad. Yeah, not too bad. The sun isn't out. Pretty good difference from yesterday, honestly. So hopefully we'll end it on a high note. Okay, that trail was fun until it got overgrown. I should have just went up the road and went to the other trailhead. That's okay. We're done with it now. We came out probably with a ton of ticks. Probably not, but maybe. And then at least a couple scratches from the grass. Okay, this is more how I envisioned the trail to be. I just went in on the wrong trailhead. How could I have known, right? Okay, I can see the lake now, but it's just too steep down there that I don't really want to bring the bike. So I'm gonna haul the bike back up and then go around. I see something promising on the far side of the lake. So we're gonna hope. If not, there's like some not great, but doable dispersed camping like right in the area. So we're gonna find a place to sleep tonight regardless. It's just like, can I get like a wash? Okay, well that was a failure. So let's go on to the next one. Get some cows in there out here. It's okay, I'm friendly. Go on now. Go on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, I'm a friendly cyclist. It's okay. Hey, no. It's okay. Go on now. Go on now. Go on now. Go on now. Get on now. Get. Alright guys, that 14-day camping limit is what I want to see. So hopefully we find a place that has water near it. Okay, I found a camping spot for the night. I just want to go down to the lake down here and just dip in and rinse off all the bad things on me. So I'm going to do that, and we'll come back. So I got a plan, and I'm going to execute. Alright, found a camping spot for the night. Probably just gonna set the tent in this flat area. Not too bad, actually. I think I just needed to take a dip in that lake and then we'd be all good. I think I went over 90 miles today, which I didn't really want to do, but we did it anyways. Alright, we got the tent all set up. I think I'm gonna stop recording for the night. See you tomorrow. Should be a pretty short day and we should be able to make it to Spokane. Let's go. Day 4 was mentally the hardest for me. No shade, relentless heat, lack of services, and not the most scenic routes. The good news was that better roads lied ahead. I was back in the trees, fast asleep, and had a newfound energy to bike the last 30 to 40 miles to my final destination of the day, Spokane, Washington. Good morning. About 37 miles out of Spokane. Pretty ready to be over with this. My body hurts a lot. Should be a pretty easy day. Pretty flat and then downhill. And about 37 miles. It always is more. So I'll pack up camp. I can eat some breakfast. And we're gonna bike out till we reach our final destination. Just try to keep it simple while cooking on bikes, because you don't want to pack too much weight that you don't need to. And unlike backpacking, you know, almost all the time you're within a day's reach. Like, you're going to be passing stores and restaurants on the day anyways, so you don't really need to completely plan and pack for food. So it's just good to hold you over in a breakfast or a dinner. To just pack something simple. Alright guys, day 5, the final day of this trip, and it should be a fairly easy one. Just 30 to 40 miles for the day. We'll be going on to the Columbia Plateau Trail and hopefully just riding on that all the way down to Spokane, where we can finally complete the journey. Alright, what are our objectives for today? I think I'm just going to try to take it a little easier. Don't want anything to break catastrophically. I don't want to injure myself by the end of this trip. We're going to enjoy it a little bit. It's going to be a lot of gravel, I think, today. We're going to connect down with the Columbia Plateau Trail once I go down this road for about 6-7 miles. And then essentially the Columbia Plateau Trail will turn into like the Fish Lake Trail or something. And then that'll take us right into the heart of Spokane. So it should be some easy riding today. We got a tailwind now. The winds have shifted back, going to the west. So it should be a pretty good day. Well, I think we're gonna leave the forest for a little bit and head back out into the grasslands. I think we'll get back into the forest at some point, but we just gotta head south and hook up to this trail, which I think does mean like, yeah, just moving out of the forest for a second. It's too bad. I thought I was done with it, but this is morning time, there's some clouds in the sky, and we'll definitely be out of it by the time it gets hot again. Alright, that's the Columbia Plateau Trail. Takes you, I think, from Spokane all the way down to Tri-Cities. I don't know how popular it is. I don't hear like really anything about it, so we're gonna give it a try. The grade looks pretty terrible, but we're not gonna be on it for too long. I know after Sheeny, it gets paved, so hopefully it's not too bad. We got this incredible tailwind, as you can see. Wind's blowing that way, and we are going that way. So hopefully that'll help us out. Yeah, I'm gonna get back on the bike and we'll get going now. Oh, the forest is really starting to get lush again. This is really nice. I haven't seen this kind of greenery since a Cleellum, essentially. And all the shade, little stream running by me. Yeah, it feels pretty good, I think. Alright, we're finally on the pavement. It's gonna be all downhill from here. I wanted to showcase the point where we were gonna change from pavement, or from gravel to pavement, but there was like some kind of group bike ride tour about wildlife there. So didn't want to be talking over anyone, but look at this. We're gonna have this probably all the way to Spokane. Just nice paved trails. Nice shade. Then I think it's generally downhill with tailwinds. What more can someone ask for, huh? Feels nice. It feels good. It's almost like, well, we are in the home stretch now. But I want to celebrate it, but I'm scared to. So we're gonna wait like 10 more miles. This is legitimately one of the most beautiful trails I've ever been on. Just have these ditches or creeks, however you want to call it, on both sides of the roadway. We had canyons. I've been seeing like turtles and stuff just hanging out on the side. It's really nice, actually. I've never heard of this. I think it's called Fish Lake Trail. But yeah, I think more people should, because it's really nice. There's some kind of missing link in the trail because it just stopped, so we're gonna go on this road, the Sheeny to Spokane road, and then gonna ride it for a couple miles, and it looks like we can get back on the trail at some point. I think this road right here will put me back on the trail. Yeah, I don't know why it was cut off like that. Maybe I'm sure there was a better way of continuing down to through Spokane, but I just didn't understand it. But like, if I can't understand it, I'm a traffic engineer, then is it designed well? It probably is. I probably am just too eager to finish. Just wanted to go. Anyway, okay, the trail's down here now. Okay, and then hopefully now we can just go to Spokane on a trail. It's actually surprisingly chill coming into Spokane. I thought there'd be more like sprawl, yeah, and just like housing developments. But I feel like we're just a couple miles from the city center and it's still just kind of sparse forest, which I don't mind at all. Alright, I can start to hear more city noises coming in close any time now. Well, that's the end of the Fish Lake Trail. We're in Spokane right now, but I think it's only fitting to end the trip at probably Spokane's most iconic monument. I'll see you there. Wow, that's a nice bus stop in Spokane. God damn. Well guys, that is the GSA Pavilion that was built as part of the 1974 World Fair. Yes, Spokane had a World Fair. And that concludes the end of our trip. I think I need to tally it up, but over 350 miles, over 4.5 days. There were times I didn't think we'd make it, but we did. Please let me know if you have any feedback or any type of support that you can provide to me, just so that I can help make better videos in the future and help me have a more enjoyable time bikepacking. But I think I'm gonna end the video there. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day.